third session on urban governance covers urbanization trends and implications. In 1976, United Nations Center for Human Settlement was created by United Nations in the Vancouver Conference, which is popularly known as Habitat 1. Globalization was taken up in 90s, giving emphasis on urbanization and accepting the importance of urban areas as engines of economic growth. In 1992, World Summit on Sustainable Development brought Green Agenda and Brown Agenda, which means environment and local actions. In 96, the second summit on habitat was held at Istanbul. In 2001, Millennium Development Goals were framed. World Summit on Sustainable Development 2 was held in 2002, which gave focus on climate change, and Rio Plus 20 was held in 2012, which accepted that okay, environment is issue, but climate change and poverty alleviation also should be taken at the same pace. Finally, Habitat 3 in 2016 was held, giving due cognizance to sustainable development and bringing one agenda for urban development across the countries. Dispersal of economic activities has been the guiding force of development of cities and towns. Economic activities came in Europe. Europe got highly urbanized. Then productivity shifted to US when the cost of production in Europe went up. So, it is shifting to another place, and US was the second place which got highly urbanized, followed by Japan, newly industrialized countries, that is Korea, Taiwan, Hong Kong, ASEAN, Association for Southeast Asian Countries, South Asia and China and other South. So, this is the process which is followed since 1800, when only 3% population was living in urban areas, which was 13% in 1900, 30% in 1950, and the globe for the first time witnessed 50% population living in urban areas in 2007. How urbanization expanded in India after our independence? In 1951, we had 17% population living in urban areas, which is 31.2% as per 2011 census. 6 crore was the population in absolute term in 1951, which became 38 crore in 2011, giving a 6-time increase. The number of urban centers was 3,000, which was recorded as 8,000, exactly 7,933 in 2011. The statutory towns which had urban local bodies were 4,041, along with 3,892 census towns, which are towns but do not have urban local government. It was highest ever increase from 2001 to 2011 of urban centers in India, coming to 2,744. The growth of urban areas in 2011 was driven by economic liberalization, expansion of trade and export, manufacturing and services, which constituted 86% of GDP. India's share in global GDP was still 2.4%, whereas our population is 17% of global population, which means there is a wider scope to develop urban areas, cities and towns in the country. India was a rural majority society when partition took place. Therefore, rehabilitation and development of basic services was part of urban agenda, and accordingly development authorities, improvement trust, housing boards, HUDCO, etc. were created. 1985 was the first turning point of urbanization in India. This was the year when Ministry of Urban Development was created in the Government of India. National Commission on Urbanization was set up, which discussed the whole issue at large at state level, district level and town level. National Housing Bank was created to accelerate supply of housing, and this was the time when the public sector role was transforming from builder to facilitator. 2011 was the second turning point when the positive effect of liberalization was seen in the urban growth. For the first time, the growth of urban areas in absolute term was similar to rural, and highest ever number of settlements were recognized as urban due to change in their economic profile from agriculture domination to services and manufacturing. Urbanization and economic development are two sides of the same coin. States with above average GDP also have above average urbanization. So, there is unbalanced growth in the urban areas. What we see, the Madhya Pradesh, Chhattisgarh, Jharkhand, Bihar, etc. are less urbanized, also have relatively lower per capita GDP. Therefore, what we need is a spatial dispersal of economic activity, which will come when we promote, strengthen the census towns and small towns among the backward states. Finally, what we see that there is imbalance in the economic development and urbanization in the country. 2/3 of 100 backward districts are in low income, low urbanized states which need proper attention. Cities are needing attention towards congestion, which is time and again seen in our current problem of COVID-19. Spatial dispersal of economic activity needs to be taken up across the country, across the city region, and urban sector policies need suitable reorientation towards citizen centricity and a balanced growth of urban centers across the country. Thank you.